right, Zamboni's done cutting the ice. We're here at the Prince William Ice Center for a home game against the Loudoun Knights. Patriots are wearing white. Loudoun's going to wear a black jersey. Don't have any referees out there yet, but we'll pretty much going to start this game on time. And thanks for tuning in. Well, we got one referee. Now we got two. All right, that whistles the signal for the boys to take the ice for a warm-up. Referees are concerned about Moose has not got a number on his jersey. They're talking it over at the bench. He's a goalie, though, so I don't think it's too much of a problem here. All right, that horn's the end of the warm-up. League game for us here against Loudoun.
Oh, you have it? Yes, here. I forgot what it was.
All right, they break out of the net there. And we'll get a starting line here. All right, Henry Moose is in net. William and Langston back on D. Ellis, Riot, and Joseph starting line. Riot taking the draw. First period starts now. And controlled by the Patriots over to the boards. Ellis is there. Makes a move to get away from that forecheck. Loudoun takes control of it now. And enters onside. Langston knocks the puck loose, though. And now takes a shot on goal. Misses to the left. Comes over near the point. Settled by Loudoun. They take a shot on goal, knocked away by Joseph, and left the puck there, though, and now brings it out to neutralize, chipped it all the way down. It could be icing. Icing's the call. It's coming all the way back. 14:37 in the first period. Back in the defensive zone for a face-off. They're going to stay out there for another shift. Riot's taking the drop. Joseph sets up in the slot with Langston right behind him in front of the net. And controlled by Loudoun. Loudoun knocked away, though, by Riot. Now goes out to the point. Bouncing puck, kicked at by Riot, and leaves the zone, out to neutralize. Loudoun's got to get regrouped here, but the forecheck, though, the Patriots brings us onside. Riot's got the puck now, makes a move, got knocked away by Loudoun. Chipped in by William, down deep. Joseph takes a shot on net, bounces through in front of the slot over to the far corner. Riot approaches, kicks it over behind the net and out to the near side. Approaching is Joseph. He gets there first, throws it behind the net over to the other corner, and looks like Loudoun's going to get there first, and they do. And they send it ahead. Missed the pass, though, going all the way down. Could be icing. No icing, saying he touched it. And now Williams back there to pick it up. Loudoun's going to make some changes. They kept a forechecker out there, though, and over to clear the zone, and all sides of the call. 13:54 to go in the first period. Neutral zone face-off coming on the offsides. Fresh legs for both teams out there. Jackson and Danny on D. Nico, Z, and Dylan. Z is taking the draw. The referee's talking about something. Stick placement on the ice. Now, equipment malfunction, didn't have his mouthpiece in. I got that sorted out. Okay, Patriots win the draw. Over here, Jackson's going to fetch the puck. Settles it, flicks it out of the zone. Chopped that by Dylan's got it. Getting right into the zone. Trying to split the D, but can't. Now it gets back checked away, and now out to neutral ice. Chipped that by Danny, and now loose puck comes into our defensive zone. Chasing after Jackson, throws it out of the zone, puts Loudoun offside. Dylan on a forecheck, and I don't know why they didn't call that offside, but it was offside. Now Loudoun's back onside, and now chipped that by Danny. He goes in the corner. Danny's going to fetch it, but he's going to take a hit there, and it goes out to the point. And now they throw it into the slot and being poked at by Jackson and now into the sparse circle. They take a shot on goal. Moose got a chunk of that and knocked it into the corner. They flick it out there. He took something weird off the boards, took a bouncing hop out to the blue line. They didn't clear out though. And now back to the top of the circle and chipped that by Danny and out of the zone. Out to neutral ice and approaching is Nico, but knocked down by the Knights and they chip it into the zone and now they're onside. And getting along the boards and controlling the puck, throws it on net, knocked away by Danny. Danny settles the puck, fires it over to the far side point, and chipped out of the zone by Dylan. It's going all the way down. It could be icing. Icing's the call. It's not going to make it there, though. It does, and now they wave the icing, and now it comes all the way back to the point, and settled by Loudoun. They're going to try to break out, and they do. Chipped that by Brody. They got behind RD, and now they got a breakaway. Big rebound, goes in front of the net, and knocked away by Chris, and now over to the far point, now over to the top of the circle, now into the slot, chipping at it, and now Jackson goes and fetches it, and trying to break it out of the zone. It does, but now Loudoun picks up the puck. Loudoun kicked it off of Jackson and goes back into our offensive zone, but we're off. Okay, Jackson kept the zone, now has it on top of, takes the shot, goes off the defender, and goes into the corner. Now they chip at it, throws it out to the other point. Swooping in as Chris chips at it and knocks it into the slot. Who's puck in the slot now? And now out to the blue line and now clears out. Chris has control of the puck, shovels it into the zone, and now chipped back by Loudoun back into our defensive zone. Jackson's there swatting at a pass, but did knock it out of the zone. But now Loudoun's back in, and the puck's deep, and they're onside. Chris has got the puck. He's got some pressure on a back check, forward check, and now they send it into the high slot. There's a Loudoun player there, and now chipping at it to Patriots, and Jackson throws it out of the zone and clears out. And no icing call. It's going down, but now Loudoun gets there and throws it back towards the blue line, back towards Chris at the red line. And we fired it back in the zone. We're back on side. Puck's into the corner over there, and a forward check by Zach. Hits Zach as he tried to clear it out and stays in the zone, but now out to the high slot and out to neutral ice. Now chasing after it is both teams. Chris is there, pokes at it on the backhand. Loudoun's got it though, and they kick it into the zone. Chris throws it out, got touched up by Johnny, and over to John. John throws it in, it goes on net. Goalie's got to play that. Oh my gosh, he got past him, almost went into the net. John does a wraparound, doesn't get it in though, and throws it through the crease over to the far side boards. Johnny approaches the puck now, and now chips it into the corner. Unfortunate there, the net was wide open. He threw it right through the crease. And Zach took a shot, goes high over to the far side, out to the point, and Langston's there, shoveling it on the backhand, but it sticks to the board and goes out of play onto the bench, and that'll stop play. 10:53 to go in the period. No score on the board. I assume this faceoff's going to go at the blue line, and let's see if that's what they're going to do. So Johnny's out there now with Zach, John, William, and Danny. Zach is taking the draw. Johnny's at center ice. John's on the board. And controlled by the Patriots. William takes the puck, and now it's going to charge into the zone. Has it in, makes a move in the high top of the circle. Got knocked away by a defender. Puck comes into the near side board. Sends it back to Johnny. Johnny winds up, takes a shot. Goalie gave up a rebound. Puck's loose in front. Shoots, scores! John found the loose change and found the back of the net. Scores 1-0. Unassisted goal for John. 10:39 to go in the first period. Patriots strike first. Johnny generated a big rebound with his shot, and the loose change, John found it and found the back of the net. Riot's out there with Ellis, Yosef, William, and Danny. Riot's taking the draw. Referees are talking something over. They drop the puck, and now won by the Patriots. Yosef's got it, charges into the zone. He's got a bunch of Loudoun players all over, and they squeeze it off and then take the puck away. Knocked away, though, by a forecheck of Riot, and they send it out and go all the way down. It could be icing. Icing's the call. It's going to come all the way back. Clock stops at 10:24 on the icing. Offensive zone faceoff coming here for the Patriots. I think they're going to stay out there for another shift. It's Yosef, Riot, Ellis, Danny, and William. Ellis sets up in the slot. Riot is taking the draw, and Joseph sets up at the top of the circle. Here comes the drop. Controlled by the Patriots, back to the point. Danny's got it, takes a shot, goes on net, got hit Riot, knocked down, and now they clear the zone, going the other way, and splits the D, but Danny got a chunk of that and knocked away with the skate. William throws it out, it hits Riot and clears the zone. Out to Ellis. Ellis is charging the other way, getting joined by Joseph. So 2-on-2 temporarily, got knocked away and got joined by some teammates. Riot takes a shot, misses high over the top. Loose puck now set up by Joseph. Joseph swats on a pass, and now chopping on it, and Riot lost his stick. It goes out to Chris at the point. He flicks it back in. Riot retrieves his stick, and now is all over the puck. Makes a move to get away from that back check. Now Joseph's got it, takes a shot, score! Bar down. Patriots go up 2-0. I think Riot's going to get the assist on that. Joseph gets the goal. 9:47 to go in the first period. 2-0 Patriots. Okay, we're going to get some fresh legs out there with the Patriots. Z, Nico, Dylan, Chris, and Jackson on D. Z is taking the draw. They had to fetch the puck out of the net. And now we're coming back to do a center ice drop here. And controlled by Loudoun. Loudoun's got the puck now, crosses the red line, ships it in, and it goes all in deep now. Took a funny hop, bounces into the crease, knocked away by Danny. Now tied up in the corner, and now get some pressure there, and now Loudoun throws it out to their point. Point settles the puck, takes a shot, and misses to the right. Far corner now, bouncing puck, approaching his Chris, swats at it, takes a hit though. Dylan's got it, flicks it out of the zone, going all the way down. Puck is on its edge and going towards the corner, now picked up by Loudoun. They throw it out to the point. Jackson steps up and holds the zone. Loose puck now, controlled by Nico. He dumps it in deep. And just Loudoun down there. Now they settle the puck. Forecheck of Dylan. Can't do much with it. And now they send it out of the zone. Out to neutral ice, swatting at it. And now it goes over to Chris. Chris rips on a shovel pass there. And now it goes in even deeper. Jackson's there. And he's going to put it on a forehand. Throws it out towards the point. But can't. I was saying offsides. We got a penalty. I don't know. I heard a whistle and pointing. I'm not sure if this was offsides or somebody's going in the box. Loudoun took a penalty there. I did not see the penalty. And I didn't see the gesture by the referee either. So 2-minute penalty on the board for Loudoun. Patriots are in a power play for 2 minutes. 9:01 to go in first period. Patriots are up 2-0. Riot's taking this draw. Gethin, Dakota, Langston, and William. I'm sorry, that's Brody taking the draw. And the referees were talking over at the bench there. And Brody's taking the draw. Gethin's in the slot. And controlled by, immediately takes a shot, Dakota, and now the puck goes behind the net. And loose puck controlled by Loudoun. Loudoun pushes it up towards the blue line, held in by Langston. Nice job there. And now Gethin's got it and he's making some moves here in the top of the circle. Makes an move into the slot. Got it on a forehand, but got a player all over him. Now lost the puck. Goes up to the high slot. Williams there. Takes a shot on goal. Big rebound. Comes into the circle. Hammered out of there by Loudoun. Going all the way down. And it's a foot race going the other way. Langston's going to get there first, but he's got a forechecker on him. He throws it out and goes ricocheting out to the top of the circle. Now settled by Gethin. Big collision, though, in the high slot. And now Loudoun's got a breakaway. Got behind RD. And knocked away by a combination of the goalie and now another shot on goal, but the puck comes loose over into their corner. And now Loudoun's short-handed here. The puck goes into the... Now we have a whistle. And we got a roughing on Brody. I think it's Brody. Brody's going in the box for roughing. That's going to go 4-on-4 for a minute 16. 8:17 to go in the period. Short-handed there. The Patriots are on their heels. And did a couple of shooting opportunities, but no goal. So Zach, John, Jackson, and Danny, and controlled by the Patriots, but held in the zone by Loudoun. And now Loudoun's got on here on the near side. Takes a shot, ricochets around in the slot, knocked away into the near side corner. Approaching, not really playing the puck. That's going to be an interference call on the Patriots. John was hitting the player instead of going after the puck. And the referees are going to talk this over. And I think it's interference on John. That's going to put us in a 4-on-3 for a minute 2. Okay, to kill the 4-on-3, Zach, Danny, and Jackson.
This is a checking league, right?
And Zach's going to take the draw. There's a man advantage here for a minute 2 for Loudoun. Jackson has the puck and throws it out towards the blue line, held in by Loudoun. Loudoun throws it in, ricochets behind the net, goes over to the far side circle. Approaching is Danny, and squeezed off the puck, though, by Loudoun. And now sends it out to the blue line, tipped out of his zone by Zach, out to neutral ice. And now Loudoun collects the puck, and we have another penalty coming. And the penalty is on Loudoun. I did not see the penalty. The referee's sending him to the box. Interference is the call. So we're going to go on a 3-on-3 for 45 seconds. Then it's going to be a lot of public math here, but it's going to be a lot of kids in the box. And this is going to come back in our offensive zone because that penalty was... All right, so 3-on-3 for 45 seconds. And we got Riot, Joseph, and William out there. Riot's taking the draw and controlling out. Williams got to go get it at the top of the circle and throws it off the defender, and now it's going breakaway the other way for Loudoun. And knocked away by, great stop there by Moose. He knocked it away, and I've got a pad save on that. And now loose puck though, and now forechecking and battling for the puck down there. Riot's got control of it now, going the other way. 23 seconds left in the 3-on-3. Lots of skating room out there. Riot's going to go a 2-on-2 here, makes the move, comes into the slot, into the circle, takes a shot, big rebound, loose in the slot, comes out to the point, held in by William. William settles the puck at the point, hammers the shot, redirected down and away from the goal by Riot. Now throws it out to the blue line and held in by William. William's going to wind up taking another shot, hit Riot again. Oh boy, almost went on net. Knocked off and comes over to their point, and now settled by Joseph. Joseph's got it at the blue line. Hammers the shot, goes ricocheting off the defender, and now going the other way, and pinned right out of the box, and shoots and scores. And the power play goal there for Loudoun. Came out of the box and got behind our defense and scored. And that makes the score 2-1 with 6:49 to go in the period. We're going to go into a 4-on-3 here for another 46 seconds. Okay, so it's William, Langston, Z, and Dylan. They're going 4 on. I'm confused. There must have been a major penalty here because they're going 4-on-4. And okay, goes back to Patriots control, but then Langston lost it. Chipping at it, trying to clear his zone, sends it out to Z. Z's got it now across the red line. Now get across the blue line and dumps it in, but getting contested on the boards. Now puck scoots out to the top of the circle, handled by Loudoun. Loudoun skating with it now, going to break the zone. Crosses the red line. Now going to dump it in, throws it on net, and shoved away by Moose. Now Dylan's got it, makes the move to get away from that forecheck, and now crosses the blue line, crosses the mid, and it goes in onside. Got chipped away by the defense at the end of the zone, but Langston's there. Sends it back to Z. Z settles the puck at the blue line now and playing keep away. Takes it into the circle. Now towards the net. Shoots. Goalie gloved it, and that'll stop play. So 6:10 to go in the period. The score is 2-1 Patriots. We have, each team has one player in the box. We're gonna go to a 5-on-5. I'm not sure. There's too many Patriots out there right now. I don't know what's going on. Major penalty. We're in a man advantage here, which that doesn't make any sense to me. And now controlled by Nico. Nico dumps it in, and so it's Z, Dylan, Nico, Langston, and William out there. Puck's loose in the corner now, battling for it, and now taken away by Z. Z's got it on the back end, looking to puts a brakes on to get away from that back check. Brings it to the bottom of the circle, sends it out to Langston. Langston's going to wind up, takes a shot, tried to redirect it, but didn't go anywhere. It was in the far corner. Now approaching, now Loudoun comes on the box, they're back to full strength. Shipped back in deep by William, but didn't get in there. And now poking at it is the Patriots, and now Dylan sends it towards the net, but it's rolling on its edge, and now picked up by Z. Z tried to wrap it around, but he got contested there. Takes a shot on goal, score! Dylan finds the back of the net, unassisted goal there. 5:30 to go, and the first period makes the score 3-1 Patriots. Dylan found a loose puck in the slot and found the back of the net. And we're back to full strength for both teams. Dakota, Brody, Gethin, Danny, and Chris. Brody taking the draw. controlled by Loudoun. They charged towards it, but knocked away, though, and now controlled by Loudoun. And they dump it ahead, and now they're onside, making a move in the circle against the near side boards, and got poked away, though, by Chris. Now the puck's loose, and Danny gets to it and flings it ahead to Dakota. Dakota stops it all on the boards, trying to clear the zone, sends it across ice, but didn't clear out. And now we got a player down against the boards, and we got to lose. Somebody lost the stick. Loudoun lost her stick, and now the puck will go to the near side board. Comes back, chipped at by Gethin. Gethin's hammering on this, clears the zone, going the other way, trying to make a move, went off of a couple of players there, and now loose puck handled by Brody. Brody's onside, but puck stuck on the board. Now into the high slot. Chris has got it, takes a shot on net, kicked away by the defense. Over here to the near side, coming back towards the blue line. Gethin hammers it back in deep. Loose puck now behind the net, chasing after is Loudoun, but so is Brody on a forecheck. Loudoun chips it ahead on a backhand. The bouncing puck comes into the circle. Takes a shot, but didn't go anywhere. Got knocked away by the defense, and now goes out going the other way. Icing's the call, but I don't think it's going to get there. And Danny's going to get there first. No icing. Danny gets to it, chips it ahead, and we made some changes there. John swatting at the puck, but now held in by Loudoun. Loudoun brings it in the circle, takes a shot, big rebound, and nice defense there. Knocked that second rebounded shot away, and they take another shot on goal. Goes off of Chris, and now towards the net, but knocked away by Danny. Danny fires it over to the far side board. So John's approaching, chips at it, but held in by Loudoun. Now John kicks it, and the puck is stuck on the boards. And they throw it on net, and Moose has got to cover that, and that'll stop play. 4:05 to go in the period. The score is 3-1 Patriots, first period. Even shots on goal here for both teams. We got some fresh legs out there. Zach, Johnny, John, Langston, and Jackson. Zach is taking the draw. Controlled by Loudoun out to the top of the circle, and they throw it towards the high slot, but it cleared out, and then it hit a player and then knocked down by Loudoun. They come back into our defensive zone right at the blue line, knocked away though, and then deep, and now Jackson's going to go fetch this. Puts it on a forehand, throws it ahead towards the blue line, but there's a Loudoun player there, now intercepted by Langston. Langston pushes it back towards the blue line, but held in by now out to neutral ice and going the other way in the offensive zone. Chasing on a forecheck is Zach. And Loudoun throws the puck back out of the zone, back to neutral ice. And there's a Loudoun player there. We're a little bit of a 2-on-2 here. Langston's trying to get in the way and puts it on a backhand. There's a big collision, and they fire the puck over to the far side. And there's a Loudoun player at the point. He settles the puck, throws it back in deep. Loose puck behind the net, now battling for it. Langston gets there, but he's got the Loudoun player all over him. And they're kicking at the puck. They're not really playing the puck, they're playing each other. And now we've got a whistle. Langston's going to the box, I think, for roughing. It's roughing's the call. It's going to put the Patriots in a penalty kill for 2 minutes. 3:16 to go in the first period. And we have too few. We're signaling for more players to come on the ice. There we go. Okay, so it's William, Yosef, Riot, and Jackson. Riot's taking the draw. Yosef sets up in the slot with William. Controlled by Loudoun. Loudoun's got on the backhand against the board, but Riot takes it away. Going towards the blue line, clears it out, but lost the puck. Now goes and fetches it, going the other way. Goes into the offensive zone. Big hit, and now we got a whistle coming. Interference is the call. And Loudoun fans don't like that call. And that's going to put us on a 4-on-4 for minute 49. 3:05 to go in the period. Okay, so Riot took that hit but seems unfazed. And now Yosef, William, and Jackson. And Loudoun's making some more changes here. It is a 4-on-4. Okay, Riot's taking the draw. Here we go. And controlled by Pig. Jackson steps up to hold the zone, and loose puck now. Chip back and placed by Riot. Now Riot brings him in the circle. It's going to wind up. Takes a shot. Goalie saw that. I don't know. He screamed by his own team, but saw it and held it. And that'll stop play. 2:55 to go in the period. Another 1:39 to go in the 4-on-4. And controlled by the Patriots. Jackson takes a shot. Redirected, missed the net though. Goes over to the far corner. Yosef approaches and now we got a whistle. All right, I think the call was high sticking. It's coming all the way back into our defensive zone. I think the referee didn't like the height of the stick on the redirect, calling that a high stick. Minute 33 to go in the 4-on-4. 2:49 to go in the first period. Patriots are up 3-1. And hammers a shot, missed the right. It goes over here to the near side, coming out towards the blue line. Chipped back in by Loudoun, back to William. Williams trying to do something with it. Flings it high, hand passed in by Loudoun, no call. And now flung out to the high slot, handled by Loudoun. Loudoun's going to settle the puck in the circle. Takes a shot. Moose got a big piece of that, but they got the rebound and scored. Loudoun makes the score 3-2. Power play goal for Loudoun. .233 to go in the first period. And Ellis is out there now with Z. I don't know what's going on. We're not leaving the box. I'm super confused. We're still in a 4-on-4, even though they just scored. It must have been a major penalty. And now handled by Loudoun. They won the draw, and they bring it in. Takes a shot on goal, misses to the left. Comes over to the near side. Approaching is Chris, but so is Loudoun. Loudoun throws it, knocked out by Z. Z's going to skate with it now. And clears the red line. Comes over to the... Knocked away, though, by Loudoun. Loudoun goes and fetches the puck on the far side. Chips at it, throws it ahead, but Z settles the bouncing puck. And now controlled by Loudoun. Big collision there on the boards. And now Loudoun throws it down in deep and now chases after the puck. Chris is there on his tail. And goes ricocheting around behind the net, now settled by Danny. Danny flings it out to the blue line, held in by Loudoun. Loudoun immediately dumps it back in and touched up by Loudoun, hits the referee. Chips ahead to, can't handle the puck though, and now flings it back in deeper and now settled by Danny. Danny fires it out and goes onto the bench, and that'll stop play. 1:49 to go in the period. We're still in a 4-on-4, which puzzles me because Loudoun scored. We should have come out of the penalty, but he stayed in the box. So I think that penalty was more than just a minor penalty. Dylan is taking the draw. Nico, Chris, and Danny. Nico sets up in the slot, controlled by Loudoun, out to their high slot. And now they're going to wind up and take a shot from there. Redirected away from the net by Chris, into the corner, now battling for it. Chris has got it on the backhand, now skating with it. Flings it high up the board, touched up by Loudoun, and now chased after on a forecheck. Loudoun's got it in their defensive zone, but the Patriots are trying to put some pressure on. Puck comes out to neutralize, swatting at it, and now Loudoun's got it across the red line. Poked at by the Patriots. Nico throws it back in the zone, and Dylan lost his stick, but the puck goes in deep, now retrieves his stick. And now Loudoun's got the puck. They fire it out to the blue line. Chris is there trying to hold the zone, and they clear it out. And now we're back to full strength, and Langston's out of the box. They send it over to the far side. Coming off the bench now is Geffen. Geffen flings the puck now over to Loudoun in their defensive zone, and they settle it, and they throw it ahead right back to and now we ice the puck. Try to make that connection and missed it. And so icing's the call. It's going to come all the way back. 58 seconds to go in the period. The score is 3-2 Patriots. Defensive zone faceoff coming, some fresh legs out there. Full strength now for both teams. William, Jackson, Dakota, Brody, and Geffen. Brody's going to take the draw. Dakota and Jackson are set up in the slot. Controlled by Loudoun, out to the high slide. He's going to wind up and take a shot. Moose saw that, knocked it away to the far corner. Now settled by, ice the puck, going all the way down. This is the call. It's going to come all the way back. 46 seconds on the clock. Icing. They're not going to change. They're going to stay out there for another drop. Now it's Geffen and Williams set up in the slot. Brody taking the draw. Jackson and Dakota on the board. And it goes into the corner, controlled by the Patriots. Chipped ahead by Jackson to Dakota. Dakota flicks it ahead for Brody, and now handled by Dakota. He's battling for a loose puck at the neutral ice there. And popping out, now handled by Geffen. Geffen makes a move to get away from that back check. And throws it on net, but it ricocheted off some players, goes into the near side corner. Less than 30 seconds to play in the period. Now, loose puck comes out to the top of the circle, handled by the Patriots. Now Geffen's got it. Geffen went down, but flung it into the circle. Now handled by Brody. He lost the puck in the circle. Now back towards the top of the circle. Jackson steps up, trying to hold his zone, and does, but Loudoun immediately kicks it back out. Now chasing after it. Williams going to settle the puck. Got 8 seconds left. And takes it behind the net, puts the brakes on to get away from that forecheck. Now skating with it, and clears it ahead for Geffen, and back towards the blue line. And that horn is the end of the period. So after one period of play, Patriots are up 3-2. The first intermission starts now. right, that horns the end of the intermission. Second period getting ready to start. We're going to be defending the right side of the screen. Henry Moose still in net. So we got Zach, Johnny, John, Jackson, and Danny. Zach is taking the draw. Johnny on the far side, John on the near side. We're still discussing something with the penalty box operator there. Okay, we're going to get a drop. Second period starts now. Controlled by the Patriots. Jackson's got to go fetch this. Take a hit as he dumped it in. Now puck's loose right at the blue line, and now squirted out towards the red line, and now chipped at by both teams. And now comes into the offensive zone. Loudon makes a move, controls it in the slot, poking at it, knocking it away, and now slides into the. Jackson's got it. And getting tied up though in the corner. Now the puck supported by Zach out to John. John kicked the puck in deep and now handled by Loudon. Puts Patriots offside. And now kicking at the puck and loose puck and squirting towards our bench, but now comes all the way deep into our defensive zone, chasing after it's Loudon on a forecheck. But Danny's there, chips it out and comes up towards the top of the circle, chipped back in by Loudon. And Danny and Zach are down there battling for the puck. Zach flings it back towards the blue line. And handled by Loudon, and they dump it back in deep. Now the puck's behind it on its edge. Danny digs it off the board, shovels it back towards the other blue line. Hammered by Loudon, and now into the slot. And Zach tried to clear it out, went off another Loudon player. And they hold the zone. Now out to neutralize Loudon's offside. They got to get back onside. They dump it back in. Puck goes in deep. Danny's there. Puts it on a forehand, flings it towards the blue line. Held in by Loudon. Loudon takes a shot, goes off to the side of Zach. And now over here to the near side, chipped at, and now bouncing puck handled by John. John flings the puck off the boards, out to the blue line, handled by Loudon and dumped back in deep. Loose puck in a corner now. Danny's there, but so is Loudon, and now they chip it ahead towards the blue line. And John fetches it off the boards, now skating going the other way. Got a bit of an odd man rush here, joined by Johnny and Zach. Takes a shot, got disrupted by Loudon. Puck goes loose behind the net. Loudon gets to it and fires it out towards the blue line. Jackson's there, flings it back in, didn't get much on it though. And now kicked at as it offsides of the call. The puck came squirting out of the zone, and Danny was right there and kicked it back in, and that caused the offsides. 13-21. And this faceoff's going to come here at the blue line. Second period. Ryan's taking the draw. Ellis, Yosef, William, and Langston.
All right.
Controlled by the Patriots. Langston gets there, chips it ahead for Riot, right? They hit the referee. Now Yosef's got a whistle. Blame the referee on that one. Offsides is the call. 13-16 to go in the third. Controlled by the Patriots, back to William. Williams trying to get it in deep and does over to Yosef now, but right over to Loudon. Try to clear it out and can't. Goes over to the far side. And right at the blue line, handled by Loudon. But approaching on a forecheck is Ellis. And now battling for the puck on the boards over there. Puck squirts out, and now over to Yosef. Can't quite do anything with it. Still stuck down there. And now flings into our defensive zone. Williams back on by himself here in a 2-on-1. Missed the pass, though, and it goes all the way to the near side boards and some collisions there. And now the puck comes into the circle, now back towards the point. Handled there by Loudon. Loudon fires a shot, intercepted by Riot. Riot pushes it out towards the blue line, but can't clear it out. Now chips at it again, but the puck goes in deeper. Sends it into the top, bottom of the circle, hit something, and now settled by Langston. Langston's got it on a forehand, but getting a forechecker all over him, collides with him, knocks it down. Williams got it now, makes a move to get away from that. Loudon sends it all the way down. Could be on net or icing. And goalie's going to let it go. It's icing. It's going to come all the way back. We're going to make some changes with that icing call. 12:23 to go in the third. Z is out there with Dylan, Nico, Chris, and Jackson. Z is taking the draw. Dylan and Jackson set up in the slot. And here comes the drop. Controlled by Loudon out to the point. Settles the puck there. Takes a shot. Went off the side of the net over here to the near side. Now settled by Loudon, but battling for it's the Patriots. It comes out now against the boards and now comes behind the net. Ricochets back there. Jackson's there. Settles the puck. Flings it towards the point. Held in by Loudon, but kicked at by the Patriots by Dylan. Dylan cleared his zone. And now battling for the puck. We're onside, but then they cleared it out, put us offside. And we're offside. Try to make that pass right to the blue line, missed the pass, and caused the offsides. And it's going to come back over here to the other blue line. 11:54 to go in the period. No change in the lines. They're going to stay out there for another shift. Chris and Jackson on D. Z, Nico, and Dylan. Z taking the draw. Controlled by Loudoun and knocked away though and cleared the zone, puts Loudoun offside. Loudoun got back onside and dumped it in. Puck's loose in the far corner now, chasing after both teams. Loudoun's going to get there first, but there's Patriots all over him. Dylan chips it out of his zone, puts out to neutralize, chips it ahead, but there's a Loudoun player there to take control of it, and that puts us offside. And offside's the call. You see where this face-off comes. I think it's going to be at the blue line here, but I have been tricked before. 11:35 to go in the period. Fresh legs for both teams. Dakota, Danny, William, Gethin, and Brody. Brody's going to take the draw. And Loudoun wins the draw. Back to Williams, sends it ahead and intercepted by Loudoun. Loudoun crosses the red line. Back check though by the Patriots. Now swatting at it, knocked back into our defensive zone. That chip back out and right at the blue line. And now back into the defensive zone. But Dakota's there, pushes it ahead, but it's a Loudoun player. And they throw it back and hit William. William chipped it ahead and it's bouncing around right at the blue line and they blow it dead offsides. All right, Brody's taking the draw. Controlled by Loudoun. Loudoun settles the puck, but Dakota's on a forecheck. He's knocking the puck loose, kicks it over, lost the puck, collided with another Patriot. Now Gethin's got it, brings us onside, makes the move, got knocked away by Loudoun. And they throw it out to neutral ice, and now chasing after it. Loudoun's on a breakaway here. And getting caught up as a defense, though. And slowing down, takes a shot on net. Backhanded one-timer, missed the net, though. Comes over to the near side, ahead and hit the skate of Patriots. And now Williams going the other way hard. And puts some speed on, makes the move and knocked away by the defense. And now held in by Gethin, though. William goes back to the point. Puck's loose behind the net, and now comes over to the inner side. Dakota's there and fetches the puck, chips at it, but taken away by Loudoun. Now continues the forecheck, though, and chips it back loose behind the net, chasing after it's Loudoun, but so is Dakota. Dakota's still battling for the puck down there and ties him up. And puck's loose in the corner now, approaching is Brody. And now handled by, taken away by Dakota. Goes back out to the point, Gethin's there. And now chipped out of the zone. Williams got to get us back on side. Playing keep away, get away from that forechecker. Flings it back, lost his edge to do it, but kept the puck away from Loudoun. Now the puck's loose, bounces in the air, and now knocked away though by Loudoun. Now players go down, and now Zach picks up the loose puck. Zach flicks it in deep, we're on side. Puck loose behind the net, now picked up by Loudoun. Loudoun hammers it over here to the near side point. Swooping in is Danny Dusumberfist. Big collision, he holds the puck in the zone. And now battling for it in the corner. And still battling for it. Comes into the circle. Now handled by Zach. Zach takes a shot. Misses the net to the top right. Goes over to the other point. Langston's there and settles the puck. Throws it on net. Knocked away by the... Doesn't know where it went, though. Goes into the corner now. Settles it. And takes another shot. And now loose puck goes into the far corner. And now big collision in the corner there. And now comes over to John. John's going to settle the puck. Brings it in, sends it out to the point. Danny dumps it back in. Now loose puck behind the net. Settled there by Loudoun. Loudoun shovels it over to the far corner. And now loose puck against the boards. Picked up by Loudoun. And there's a collision. And another collision, and now finally picked up by Loudoun. Loudoun's going the other way, and got poked away though by the Patriots, and Zach settles the puck now. Approaching the red line, fires it in, and could be icing, waved icing, going all the way in deep now. We're going to make some changes. Forecheck by Zach out there. Loudoun fires it out towards the top of the circle, and stuck to Johnny. Johnny shovels it back in loose, and now behind the net. Now approaching on a forecheck is Zach. And puck is over the far corner. Now Ellis is there. Ellis sends it into the slot, knocked away by the defense, and then they clear the zone. Now settled by Chris at neutral ice. Chris sends it over here to Langston. Langston pushes it ahead and sends it ahead onside. Ellis takes a shot, misses the net high. Oh, bounces, reflects behind the net. Picked up by Riot. Riot's trying to make a move here. And looking for a pass, sends it over to Yosef. Yosef making some moves to keep it away from a back check. And now bring it over to Riot. Riot's got it in the far circle. Makes a move to get away from that. And still has control of the puck, but now lost it. Goes behind the net. Loudoun's there, and they fire it out towards the point. Coming here to Langston. Langston kicks at it. Big collision. We got a whistle coming. And now Yosef keeps the zone. We got a delayed penalty coming. Yeah, so I think it's a penalty. It's a roughing penalty on Loudoun. And this is going to result in a offensive zone faceoff for the Patriots and a power play for 2 minutes. That clock stopped with 8:18 to go in the period. The Patriots up by 1 goal right now. And we'll see who's going to go on the power play here. Looks like William and Danny, Ellis, Riot, and Yosef. Riot's taking the draw. Ellis sets up in the slot. Controlled by the Patriots, but taken away by Loudoun. Loudoun's short-handed now and clears the zone and finds another Loudoun player on a streak going the other way. Chasing to catch up is William. Big collision down there. Lost the puck though. Goes now behind. Danny swatting at it. Loudoun's forecheck continues on a short-handed. Comes over to the near side. Danny's there. Flings it ahead towards the point and out. And can't tell you if that was onside or not, but a puck went in deep. And now Danny's got to go fetch this. Flings it high off the boards over to Yosef. Yosef settles the puck. Can't clear the zone on a back check by Loudoun. Now goes into the high slot and kicked that and now settled by Riot. Riot sends it ahead for Yosef. He had to back up to go get that. Sends it ahead to himself. Knocked away by Shipdad and goes onside. Chasing after it's Riot. Riot got behind the defense. Takes a shot. Hits the side of the net. Now settles his own shot. And now trying to center it. Knocked away by Loudoun. Puck goes into the corner. And big collisions. Players are going down. And the puck still, Riot brings it towards the side. Knocked away by the defense. And now it clears the zone. Chasing after us, Danny. And he settles it at neutral ice. Chips it back in. We're changing and offside. 7:19 to go. 1 minute and 1 second left in the power play. This is going to come back to, we're saying the blue line over here. Patriots in a power play. Z, Nico, Dylan, Langston, and Jackson. Z is going to take the draw. Dylan's set up at center ice. Nico's against the board. Controlled by the Patriots. Langston's got it. Chips it ahead. Hits Z's skate and held in the zone by Loudoun. Now to Jackson. Jackson clears his zone, but touched up by Dylan, but now controlled by Loudoun. Loudon sends it back towards the blue line. Another enter, and they're onside. The puck's in deep. Big collision down there. And now we got another whistle coming. Referees are calling all kinds of penalties today. Jackson's going to the box. Roughing is a call. And we're going to go on a 4-on-4 for 47 seconds. So we got Dylan, Langston, Z. We're short a skater right now. We only have, they're waving for somebody to come out there. Brody's going to take the ice. We got a 4-on-4 for 47 seconds. Z's taking the draw. And controlled by Loudoun. Loudon's got it now. Brings it in, knocked away out to their point. Gonna wind up, takes a shot, missed the net, comes over here to the near side, coming out towards the other point. And approaching, they dumped it back in. Loose puck down behind the net. Langston's down there. Settles it, throws it out to their point, and they settle it. Gonna wind up, take a shot from the top of the circle. Redirected in front of the loose in front of the net. Now Dylan's got it going the other way in a 1-on-2. Getting joined by Brody. Gets it past the defense, but now loose puck chasing after it. And now goes behind the net. And Dylan's got it, sends it into the crease, but can't make the pass connection. Out to Brody, sends it over to Langston. Langston chips it back in. Dylan's there, settles the puck in the circle. Now makes a move, but lost control. Now has to control the puck over to the far side. Still skating with it. Sends it back out to Langston. Lost the zone out to Chris. Chris sends it across ice. Intercepted by Loudoun. And now Loudoun makes a move, gets behind our defense, shovels a pass, and the defense tied him up. And now the puck comes loose here into the near side. Coming up, approaching is Z, but so is the Loudoun player. Comes out to the point, and bouncing puck now clears the zone. Dylan's chasing after it, pushes it ahead, and now Loudoun takes control of the puck, sends it back towards the red line, and stopped there by Langston. Big collision though, and now knocked away by Loudoun. Loudon's makes some changes, and now it comes onside. Knocked out, back towards the blue line, but not offside. And now Langston settles the puck, sends it ahead, chipped out by Nico. It's going all the way down. This could be on net. Goalie's going to have to touch this, plays it off to the side. Now the Loudon's in a power play for another 37 seconds. Held in shorthanded, Nico's got it, and dumps it in deep. Now chasing after his own get, and now Brody's down there, fetches the puck, playing keep away, sends it back towards the point, now chipped away by Loudoun. Loudon's got the puck, swats at a pass though, we're offside, Brody realizes that. Sends it back to defense, and now Chris has got to go fetch this. Sends it ahead for Nico. Nico shovels it back in deep. 16 seconds left in the penalty kill. And the puck is in deep behind Loudon's net, and it hits Brody. Brody settles the puck there, takes a shot, and there's a loose puck on the side of the net. Nico's there, but has it on a backhand, and got a lot of Loudoun players off. He sends it over to Brody. Brody brings it in the circle, lost the puck, out to the top of the circle, sends it out to William at the top of the top. And now we're back to full strength, sends it into Brody. Brody takes a shot, goes to Nico. Nico tries the backhand, knocked away by Loudoun, goes back to the point. William swats at a shot, trying to knock it back in. Now handled by Loudoun, going the other way, full strength now, and takes it to offside, and now dumped back in by Nico. Puck's in deep, we're making more changes. Forechecking here is Gethin. Puck comes over here to the near side, out to the point. Chris steps up, and can't hold the zone though, going the other way. Williams gonna go fetch this. Zach's out there now with Dakota. Brings the puck over here, sends it to Dakota. And Loudoun's changing, there's nobody back on D. Dakota's outside, all by himself, sends it back to Gethin. Gethin takes a shot on net, big rebound, takes another shot, loose puck in front of the net. Still loose, players go down, still loose. Puck comes out, goes over the far side circle against the boards. And there's a big collision there, puck sticks on the boards. And now battling for it and tied up. And now the puck comes out, handled by Loudoun, and they're gonna skate to the bottom of the circle, and they're gonna fire it high and try to glove it, but couldn't. And now the puck comes all the way back in our defensive zone. Chris is gonna go fetch this and settles it, sends it out and down and right to Loudoun. Loudoun fires it across the red line to another Loudoun player waiting for it, and then they dump it in. Now chasing after it is William, and he's got a forechecker on his tail though, and lost the puck there, and now puck comes over the near side, handled by, fired out by Zach towards the blue line, and now clears the zone, but kicked out by Gethin, but loose puck at the red line. Dowden fires it back, now picked up by William. William makes some moves, got hammered as he tried to cross the red line, now throws it in deep, and we're onside. This puck is, I don't know about that icing call. Icing's the call. I thought he was at the red line when he flung it down there, but icing is what the referees decided. Coming all the way back, 3:37 to go in the period. Jackson, Danny, Ellis, Riot, and Joseph. Ellis is going to set up on the boards. Danny and Joseph are in the slot. Riot is taking the draw. Patriots are up 3-2, second period. Puck goes against the boards and now controlled by Joseph. Strips it out of the zone as a foot race going the other way. And Joseph's got some speed on, getting joined on a trailer by Riot. And pushes it to Riot. Oh, I missed the one-timer. Comes over to the near side boards. Riot fetches the puck though, sends it back to Joseph. Joseph's got it behind the net. And we got a whistle. This is got to be probably a penalty on us. The net came off the post. And no penalty. The net was off the post. Loudoun's going to make a complete change here. So they're going to stay out there for another shift. Joseph sets up in the slot. Riot taking the draw. Ellis, Danny, and Jackson. Loudoun's still moving some players around. Hammered out, but controlled by Ellis, dumps it in deep. Loose puck now behind the net, now battling for a position. Now the puck scoots over here to the near side boards. Yossi steps up and kicks that puck, and now it comes out towards the point and cleared out by Loudoun going the other way. Danny's trying to slow him down. Got behind Danny, and now Jackson gets in there and disrupts the shot and puts it on net though, and now Henry's got to reach out and cover that, and that'll stop play. 2:59 to go in the second period. We're going to make some more changes. William and Langston are out there on D now. Joseph, Ellis, and Riot. Riot's going to take the draw. And controlled by the Patriots. Williams there. Fires it all the way over the far side point. And approaching is Loudoun. Loudoun's going to stop it. Swats at it, though, and now knocked away by Ellis. Ellis is pushing a puck down the ice, but Loudoun's there kicking at it. Now Joseph, and now we're offside. Let's see where this face-off comes. Referee's yelling at our bench right now. I don't know what they're talking about, but Dylan's out there now with Z, Nico, Langston, and William. Loudoun made a complete change as well. 2:46 to go in the second period. Controlled by the Patriots, back out Langston. Langston sends over to William. Can't quite handle that pass though. William's got to shovel it ahead for Nico. Nico dumps it in. Loose puck now going in deep behind the net. Approaching is Dylan. Dylan's going to get there first. Pushes it, try to get it out past Loudoun, but now over to Z. Z's got it now. Sends it over. Can't make the pass to Nico. Now Loudoun's going to break out, but Nico's giving him some pressure on the back check. Sends it ahead through the neutral ice, and now chipped in deep, and now chasing after it is William. Puck's on his edge. William settles it behind the net. Fires it. Oh, he swatted on a pass. Now William chips it over to Nico. Bouncing puck. Nico's got it and skating with it now, breaking out. Makes a move, sends it ahead to Z's. He's got to slow down if it gets us onside. Makes a move in the slot, pushes it ahead for Dylan. Dylan takes a shot on goal. Puck's loose. Goalie doesn't know where it's at, but he reaches back and finds it, and that'll stop play. 2:03 to go in the period. All right, Nico, Dylan, Z, William, and Langston. Z is going to take this draw. Loudoun's making another change. And we have a penalty on Loudoun, so we're in a power play. I did not see that penalty. Patriots in a power play for 2 minutes. Controlled by the Patriots. Langston had to hold that in with his skate. Pushes back to Nico. Nico dumps it in deep. Now loose puck. Approaching is Dylan. Dylan's going to settle the puck in the corner. Getting some pressure though by Loudoun. Loudoun chips at it and now controls the puck going the other way. Short-handed. Intercepted by William as they try to leave the zone. Now back to Z. Z's trying to get us on side but lost the puck. Now Williams there and holds the zone. And now gets a collision but over to Z. Z takes it in deep now. Getting some pressure though and still controls the puck on the boards. Now they're tying him up. And another minute 33 in this power play for the Patriots. Trying to get some position. Now gets going and still gets tied up down there. And now puck comes out. Z's got it behind the net. Sends it over to one-timer to Nico. And the goalie saw that set up and stopped it. And we changed out goalies there. I wasn't paying attention. Loudoun's got a new goalie out there. 1:26 to go in the period. 1:23 on the power play for the Patriots. So basically the rest of the period is going to be a power play. Okay, so we got Riot, Yosef, Ellis, Chris, and Jackson. Riot's taking the draw. Controlled by Patriots. Ellis got it. Takes a shot, but it goes off a sweater of... And then takes a shot on goal. Got redirected, but it goes behind the net. Now, Yosef's on a forecheck. They fling it out towards the top of the circle. Handled by Loudoun, but now intercepted by Ellis. Ellis dumps it in for Yosef. Yosef's got it, but gets some pressure. Puck squirts out to the top of the circle. Now handled by Riot. Riot sends it into the slot, but there's just Loudoun players there. And now chipped at by Chris. He holds the zone over to Ellis. Ellis takes a shot, misses the net to the left. Comes going deep. Now Riot's there. Riot's going to take a hit, but ties them up behind the net. Now the puck's stuck down there. And now comes squirting out. And now Jackson steps up in the circle. Takes a shot. Got redirected off the net. Now hammered by Loudoun coming over here to the far side. Going all the way down. Could be icing. And icing's the call. Coming all the way back. 41 seconds left in the period. 38 seconds left in the power play. Patriots up 3-2. Second period. Okay, they're going to stay out there for another puck drop. Danny and Langston replace the defense. So it's Riot, Yosef, and Ellis. And controlled by the Patriots. Riot sends it back to miscommunication here. Yosef's got it now. Has it on the backhand. Brings it. Takes a shot. Big rebound. Goes and fetches and ties them up. Comes back to the point. Danny's there. Danny jumps it back in for Yosef. Yosef's got to put a paw on that. Slows it down. Goes in the corner. Now squirts out of there. Riot's got it on the forehand behind the net. And puts the brakes on to get away from that back check. Sends it, tries to hammer it in there, but goalie got a big chunk of that, knocked it away. Now trying to clear the zone, and they do out to neutral ice. Now picked up by Danny. Danny's got a forecheck around, immediately gets rid of it, sends it back towards the blue line. Yosef's there and takes control of it. There's 10 seconds left, and Riot has control of the puck now. Looking for a pass, sends it through the slot, out to the high slot. Danny steps up, knocks it back in. Ellis going to wind up, takes a shot. This is the net to left, and that'll be the end of the period. Fast and furious there at the end of the second period, but no goals. And after 2 periods of play, the score is 3-2 Patriots. Second intermission starts now. All right, the intermission's going to
Finish the game, White.
end with that
Finish the game,
horn.
Patriots.
So third period getting ready to start. To start the third period, we have Brody, Geffen, Dakota, William, and Jackson, and Henry is still in net. We're defending the left side of the screen here. Score is 3-2 Patriots.
Make sure you're steady.
Both teams back to full strength here to start the third period. Referees are talking over to the score there. I don't know what's going on. All right, we got that figured out. Here comes the drop. Third period starts now. Controlled by Loudoun. And loose puck though, and now kicking at it. Now controlled by Loudoun, going the other way. They cross the red line, and charge onside, and now they don't throw it on net, and Henry's got to go down and cover that, and that'll stop play. 14-48, third period. Defensive zone face-off for the Patriots. Brody is taking the draw. William and Dakota are set up in the slot. Now controlled by the Patriots. Gethin battling Dakota's zone. They throw it off of William into the slot. Now out to the high slot. Dakota's there. He sends it across to Gethin. Gethin sends it back to Dakota. And trying to enter the zone, but lost the puck on a back check. Now, big collision, and now Dakota's swatting at it right at the blue line. I held by Loudoun. Loudoun brings the puck on side. Battling in the corner is William. And ties them up. Players go down. Now picked up out of it by William. William pushes the puck ahead for Dakota. Dakota's now skating with the puck. Going to break the zone. Puck's on its edge. Kicks it ahead to himself, but knocked away by Loudoun. Now we're offside. And that'll stop play. 14-13 to go in the period. Offsides. Patriots. So Zach, Johnny, John, Chris, and Langston. Zach is taking a draw. John is set up in center ice. Johnny against the board. Controlled by Loudoun, but Johnny charges in and trying to hold his own, but can't. Now picked up by Loudoun. Loudoun sends it ahead, finds another Loudoun player. Gets behind our defense. Chris is there trying to slow him down. Misses the net with that shot. Goes to the left. That was into the behind the net. Now picked up by Zach. Zach fires it high off the boards, going out towards the other circle. John chips at it, chips it towards the blue line, and clears the zone. Now John fetches his own get, and now puck is stuck on the boards, and now settled by, they fired it back in the defensive. This could be icing. No call. Icing got waved off. Now Chris picks this up, puts some speed on, and now trying to get away, shovels it out, handled by Loudoun, and knocked down, and now they throw it in deep on a backhand. Chris is there, throws it back towards the blue line. Settled by Loudoun. Loudoun takes a shot, hits Zach, and he sends it ahead to Johnny. Johnny's swatting at it, and knocked away by Loudoun. Back towards our blue line. Chipped ahead by Chris. Johnny hammers it in, but right over to Loudoun. Loudoun settles the puck, sends it ahead, and Loudoun goes onside. And now approaching is Langston. Loudoun centers the puck, but missed the pass. Now chipped ahead by, and Johnny clears the puck out, but Loudoun settles it at neutral ice and gets back onside. And now they dump it back in. Langston's there, settles the puck. Got to do something quick with it. Sends it over to Johnny. Johnny lost the puck though. Now the puck comes out of the zone over to Dylan. Dylan lost the puck. Zach, and now the puck comes back in our defensive zone. Chris is there. He's struggling to maintain control of the puck. Now fires it across to Dylan, intercepted by Loudoun. Chipped that by Langston, and ahead to Dylan. Dylan's in across the red line, dumps it in. Now chasing after on a forecheck is Zach and Nico. And Zach puts a big hit on him, and they control the puck though, and they flick it back out towards the blue line, and now clears the zone. Chasing after, Williams going to get there, settles the puck at the red line, makes some moves. They're going to enter the zone. Makes another move, goes into the slot, lost the puck though, now Dylan's going to chase after it, gets it, puts it on a forehand. Now tucked against the boards, gets some pressure though by Loudoun, and the puck squirts out towards the point. And now clears the zone, Williams going to go fetch this at center ice. Makes some moves, gets this back towards the blue line, but not onside. Now just going to dump it ahead for Z. And we're offside. 12-13 to go in the period. Patriots are offside. And up by 1 goal, 3-2, Patriots. Z's taking the draw. Nico's against the boards. Dylan's at center ice. William and Danny back on D. And controlled by the Patriots, back to William. William's going to go take it over to the far red line. Shovels it in on the backhand deep. Now the puck's loose in the corner. Chasing after it is Z on a forecheck. Z gets there, has it on a forehand now. Puts the brakes on to get away from that back check. Now has control of it. Now bringing it back towards, now puts it back on a forehand, looking for a pass. Brings it towards the net. Goes into the crease. Takes a shot on net, but it got knocked away by the defense over the near side boards. Danny steps in deep to hold this zone. Takes a hit though, but manages to hold the puck in deep. Now the puck squirts into the circle. Z's in some traffic there and battling for the puck. Puck's still loose. And now not taken away by Z. Z makes another move, puts it on a forehand, brings it into the bottom of the circle. Still skating with it. And makes another move, brings it into the slot. Going to go fetch it. Now taken away by Loudoun. Loudoun flings it all the way down. Could be icing. Chasing after it though, Danny. And Danny gets there first. No icing. It comes over here that didn't get it very far. Sends it into the slot. There's a Loudoun player there trying to collect the puck. And now they do in the circle. Takes a shot. William disrupted it. Sends it ahead to Nico. Nico sends it ahead. Didn't get touched by, that'll be icing. And we're going to make some changes on that. And coming all the way back. 11-11 to go in the period. Icing's the call. Back in the defensive zone, but we're going to get some fresh legs out there. Ellis, Langston, Jackson, Yosef, and Riot. Ellis sets up in the slot with Langston. Riot's going to take the draw. Joseph's against the boards. Controlled by the Patriots, back to Jackson. Jackson settles the puck, flings it towards the blue line, held in by, and now knocked out of there by Joseph. Joseph's going the way, sends it ahead to Riot, but Riot had to slow down to go get it. Now onside. Riot's got it on the forehand, but giving some backtrack pressure. Still has control of the puck now, brings it into the bottom of the circle. Sends it back to Joseph. Joseph's got playing keep away, sends it into the slot. And the loose puck now comes over the near side circle, settled by Loudoun. And now forechecking is Ellis. Now the puck comes out towards the blue line. Langston steps up, holds the zone, kicks at it to himself. Now at the top of the circle. And now Loudoun's there, and they chip it back towards neutral ice. And there's just Loudoun players there with Jackson by himself. Now chasing to catch up. And they send it over, miss the pass over to the far side. Loudoun's there, centers it. Jackson throws it down into the circle. Now circles on it into the high slot. Loudoun winds up, takes a shot, redirected into the corner. And now settled by Loudoun. Joseph's all over him though, and now the puck comes into the circle and picked up by Riot. Riot's got some speed on him, he's going to skate the puck out. And going in down the boards, gets onside, has it on the backhand, makes a move into the slot. So lost the puck. Now back checked away, Loudoun goes down, lost the puck. Now Joseph's got it. Joseph's got smeared into boards, and now the puck's loose in the corner. Still loose down there. Now they chip it ahead, and battling for it goes Joseph. Joseph gets a hold of the puck now, has it on the backhand. Looking for a pass, puts it on a forehand, sends it to Riot, whiffs on a one-timer, over to Ellis. Ellis takes a shot, but got disrupted by a back check. And now puck's in deep loose now. Joseph's got it, but nobody's in front of the net. Now he sends it into the net, and now ricochets off the goalie, and now has it in the circle. Winds up, takes another shot, hits something, and now falls down on top of the circle. And now Loudoun's going to try to clear the zone, goes out to the high slot. Langston steps up, and puck's still in the zone. Now back to pulled away there by Loudoun. Loudoun's going the other way, and poked at by Jackson, but can't clear out. Now players go down, and no call. And the puck's still tied. They're still tied up down there, and the puck's just sitting there. Now they push it out of the zone, and it goes back in deep, and they're offside. There was a tie up there. The puck was sitting at their feet, and they were holding on to each other, and no call. Right? It was a bizarre sequence of events. But back to neutral ice here for a face-off. In fact, center ice for a face-off. 9:22 to go in the period. Gethin, Brody, Dakota, William, and Chris. Brody's taking the draw. Controlled by Loudoun. Loudoun ships it ahead over to the near side. Williams there, though, and he settles the puck, throws it ahead to the red line, intercepted by Loudoun. And now Loudoun's going to try to get onside, but puck comes loose down into the slot. Takes a shot, goes off of Chris. Chris chips at it, goes over to the far side boards. Dakota's there, chips at it, but can't clear out. Now Loudoun's got it chipped at by Chris, and in the corner, but Chris is battling for it down there, and they're tied up now, joined by Dakota. Dakota now pushes it ahead, hits the referee, out to their point. Point fires a shot, goes off of something, goes into the corner now. Chris is down there, and no pressure. He's going to settle the puck. Fires it on a forehand over to Dakota, battling for it. And now Dakota's got some room, and he's going to skate with it in Dakota's zone. Going the other way. Sends it ahead for Gethin. Gethin chips it in, but there's a Loudoun player there, and they throw it, but can't throw the zone. They're left in the zone. Gethin dumps it back in, but right to Loudoun. Loudoun can't handle the puck. They throw it now out of the zone. We're offside. Chris settles the puck at the red line, flings it ahead back towards the offensive zone, and now back out of the zone by Loudoun. Gethin swats at a pass. Loudoun splits the D, takes a shot, misses high over the top. Williams settles his puck, hammers it, goes into the slot. Chris is there, flings it out towards the blue line, and now doesn't clear out there. Now Williams chips it out of the zone, going all the way down. Gethin's down there on a foot race, and they get to the puck, and then a hammer a one-timer, scores! So William flung that puck down there, and Gethin got it. And so he might get an assist for William, but Gethin got the goal. And Patriots go up 4-2, 8:09 to go in the period. Okay, Johnny, Zach, John, Danny, and Jackson. Zach is taking the draw.
Finish the game, Mike. Keep it up.
The referee's talking him over there. Drops the puck, now controlled by Loudoun. Loudoun charges into the zone. They're onside. And makes it over to the top of the circle. Now into the bottom of the circle. Brings it into the slot. Scores. Loudoun answers back there. 7. Clock is still rolling. Clock! Okay. Clock ticked off about 20 seconds there before they stopped it. Now the referee's going to talk it over. The score's now 4-3 Patriots. So we got John, Johnny, Zach, William, and Langston on D. They put about 14 seconds back on the clock there. Okay, Zach is taking the draw. Johnny and John, William and Langston. 7:56 to go in the period. Controlled by Loudoun there. Immediately charged back in the zone. And out of the near side boards. Langston's there trying to slow him down. Centers the puck, but he misses everything. Goes over to the far side point. And chipped back in deep by Loudoun. And now Langston's got it, lost the puck though, now battling for it. Kicks it ahead to himself, chasing after it. Chips it on a forehead to John. John's trying to clear it out and does. Off control. He's now chasing after it. Both teams. Johnny on a forecheck, joined by Zach and John. Now Loudoun's got the puck behind their own net. They fire it out here towards the blue line. Bouncing out. Williams there, holds it in, and throws it into the slot, but there's a Loudoun player there to accept that, and now fires it all the way down, and it could be icing. It's going to come all the way back. Icing's the call. 7:18 to go in the period. Offensive zone faceoff coming here for the Patriots. Some fresh legs out there. Dylan, Z, Nico, Chris, and Jackson. Dylan's in the slot. Z is taking the draw. And controlled by Loudoun. Immediately they're flinging it towards the blue line. They clear the zone, going the other way in a foot race. And chasing after. Chris is going to get there first, but he got a forechecker on his tail. Makes a move behind the net and pushes it ahead. Got touched up by Loudoun, but not enough. And now Dylan clears the zone. Loudoun's back on neutral ice and onside. Dylan's got the puck now. Hunter's onside, throws it towards the side. Immediately cleared out by Loudoun. Bouncing puck though at neutral ice. Loudoun dumps it in, and it didn't get a lot on it, but now battling for it, Jackson. Jackson puts a big collision in the corner. Both players go down. Puck is still down there. And now comes out. Dylan flings it back towards the point. Now settled there by Loudoun. Loudoun's going to take a shot. Got redirected off the net though to the right. Now loose behind the net. And we got players go down. And now settled by Jackson. Jackson fires it out and it hits the Loudoun player. Now goes back in deep. Danny got back up. Chris got back up. Swats at a pass. Flicks it ahead for Z. Z's there, flings it ahead, and goes all the way down. Could be icing. And it's going to come all the way back. We're going to make some changes though. 6:19 to go in the period. Icing's the call. Coming all the way back. We got a penalty on Loudoun. So it's going to be a power play for the Patriots. It's going to come back into our offensive zone. Didn't see this penalty. It's a hit to the back of the head. That might be a major penalty. Two kids are going in the box for Loudoun. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 for the Patriots. I am super confused. 5-on-4, so one of them is a major penalty. Okay, Riot's taking the draw. Ellis, Joseph, William, and Danny. And Riot wins the draw back to Ellis. Ellis hammers a shot, goes a mile in the air off of a defender over to Joseph in the corner. Joseph approaches the puck, chips it on the backhand over to Riot. Can't handle it though. Now Riot goes and fetches it, has it on a forehand. Sends it into the side. One-timer! Loose puck out of the backhand, takes a shot. Oh, went flying through the crease over to the near side. Riot's there, sends it back out to Danny. Danny settles the puck, winds up, takes a shot, it hit it a player, backhands it towards the net, loose puck in front, and they blow it dead. Patriots putting the pressure on the puck there, but couldn't find the back of the net. 5:56 to go. It was a 5-on-4 for another minute 37. Joseph's in the high slot. Riot taking the draw. And controlled by the Patriots. Hammered the shot by Ellis. It hit Riot though. Now Soyce on a one-timer with Joseph. Now controlled by Loudoun going the other way. Loudoun's got a 2-on-2. Swatting at his William. Can't do anything with it. Gets back. Now sends it on net. Big poster in the corner. And now we got a penalty. Oh, big hit. And I don't know what's going on here. Let's see what gets sorted out. I think Riot took that penalty. Riot's going to the box. So that's going to put us in a 4-on-4. And I think this is going to be in the defensive zone. There's a minute 20 left on the on the 4-on-4, and then it's going to turn into a power play for Loudoun. So Yosef's going to take the draw. Ellis, William, and Danny. Ellis and William are set up in the slot. 5:39 to go in the third period. Patriots up by 1 goal. And controlled by Loudoun. They take a shot on net. Now Danny gets to it and flings it over to the other side, coming out towards the point. And Loudoun's there, and they take a shot on net. Redirected, missed the net, goes over to the far side in the near corner. Excuse me. Now out towards the point, and Loudoun's there, takes a shot, goes bouncing a mile in the air on net, and Moose got a piece of that. Knocked it loose. Now comes loose behind the net. Danny's there, flings it over to the far corner, and just Loudoun there. But Yost is approaching. They dump back in. Now loose puck behind the net, settled by Danny. And he's got a swats at a pass there, knocks it over to William. William's going to stay with it now. Sends it ahead for Yosef. Can't quite handle the pass though. And some big collision there at the red line. And now Yosef goes and gets it. Lost the puck though. We're making some changes. Sends it over to Ellis. Ellis is going to take a shot from a mile out. Misses to the right. Ricochets behind the net and stuck back there. Now Loudoun's got it. They fire it out. Oh, it hit the referee. Now Loudoun gets it again. And now has it behind their net. And no pressure here by the Patriots. Hits Yosef though. Now Yosef stops the puck in the corner. Still has it now, puts it on a forehand. Skates it, sends it back to Danny. Danny dumps it back in deep. Loose puck now behind the net, chasing after. Ellis is down there, and puck's there, and so is. And now Ellis got on a forehand, sends it into the crease, knocked off of a player, goes over against the far side board. Joseph's there, settles it, sends it back to Langston. Langston makes a move. It got stuck on some snow there in the corner. Now Joseph's got it and pushes it into the crease, and now the goalie covers it, and that'll stop play. So there's 1 second left in the 4-on-4, and then it's going to be 40 seconds power play for Loudoun. Dakota, Brody, Chris, and Langston. Brody taking the draw. Dakota sets up in the slot. So as soon as this puck drops, Loudoun's going to be in a power play. And now they're back to first line. Chris takes a shot, goes off of Loudoun player, and they flick it back to the neutral ice, and now settled by Chris. Chris sends it back in the offensive zone, and now forechecking is Brody. Comes back towards the blue line and chipped out of there by Loudoun. Loudoun's making some moves. Chris is slowing him down though, and now they're outside, but lost the puck. Comes over to the near side. Dakota's there, and big collision on the boards. Players go down, but the puck goes down. Langston's got it. Fires it out towards the blue line, held in by shoveled in on a backhand, and redirected and missed the net. Oh, it was almost a dangerous redirect. And now puck's loose in the corner. Now battling for it, both teams. Langston kicks it ahead to himself. Makes a move though, and gets over to Dakota. Dakota kicks it out of the zone. Now going the other way, sends it ahead for Brody. Brody makes a move and puts us offside. Dangerous moves at the blue line put you offside every time. 3:38. Offside's the call. Patriots are down, up by a goal. And back to full strength though. They killed the penalty. So it's Gethin, Brody, Dakota, Jackson, and Danny. Brody taking this draw. Controlled by, well, neither team, but Jackson's going to get there, so he can control it. Fires it out to the red line, now handled by, it could have been a hand pass, but Loudoun dumps it in, and battling for a position right at the blue line, now set up by Danny. Danny's got to take it behind the net, sends it over to the far boards. Dakota's there, and now settles the puck, and now skating out, sends it ahead for Brody. Brody's going to come, makes a move, got us on side, tried to split the D, but in traffic, lost the puck, goes into the far corner. Loudoun settles the puck there, and now pressured by the Patriots, comes out to the high puck, takes a shot, redirected off net though by the defense. Now the forecheck of Brody, and puck goes over the far side. Dakota's there, missed the puck though, goes out to Danny at the point. Danny takes a shot, but goes into traffic, intercepted by Loudoun. Loudoun's skating hard now, going the other way, through neutral ice. Gethin's there, slowing it down, now comes back to Danny. Loudoun's going to make some changes. Puck goes back out to neutral ice. Loudoun might have too many. No, they get the right number on the ice now. And now they dump it in, and no icing. The puck is in deep, and Danny's there to get it. Sends it over to the near side. Gethin's there, and Gethin chips it ahead, and lost the puck. Now Jackson's got it. Jackson pushes it out, comes into the top of the circle, and he's going to take a shot from there. Big rebound, and Henry got the rebound, and that'll stop play. 2:28 to go in the period. Okay, fresh legs out there. We got Z, Dylan, Nico, Langston, and William. Dylan and Langston are in the slot. Z is taking the draw. And controlled by the Patriots. Dylan's going to take it and try to break the zone. Sends it ahead to himself, chasing after now. And gets to Loudoun. Loudoun sends it back to the point, but they fire it on the backhand out. Langston's there, no neutral ice, shifts it over here to the near side. Loudoun's there, and they Playing with the puck, though, and they dump it in. Now Loudoun's got it in deep. Big collision. Langston hammers him. It goes out towards the point, but not out. Now it comes back. Bouncing puck. Chipped at by Langston. Now handled by William. William's going to skate with it behind the net. Puts the brakes on to get away from a forecheck. Sends it over here to the near side to Nico. Nico stops the puck there. Sends it across ice to Dylan. Dylan touches it up over to Z. Z hammers it in. It could be icing. Icing's the call. It's going to come all the way back. 1:50 on the stoppage clock. Icing's the call. Timeout Black. Okay, so Loudoun's going to take a timeout. There's a 1:50 to go in the period. I assume Loudoun's going to probably try to set up some kind of empty net opportunity here to get an extra attacker out there. Third period, Patriots are up by 1 goal, even strength. Timeout Black. That horn is the end of the timeout. This faceoff is going to come in the defensive zone for the Patriots. There's a 1:50 left on the period. And full strength for both teams. Riot, Yosef, Ellis, William, and Chris. Riot is going to take the draw. And they have an empty net. So an extra attacker here for Loudoun. Loudoun's down by 1 goal, and they empty their net to bring an extra attacker out. Here comes the drop. And it goes into the corner, and now it's settled by Loudoun. Battling for it, though, and a loose puck on the circle. Loudoun's got it, sends it into the height. Taken away by Riot. Riot's going to break the zone. And makes a couple moves, lost the puck. Puck goes in deep now. Loose forechecking is Riot. Riot's going to get there, but so is Loudoun. And now there's still empty net in the offensive zone now with the puck. We're tying them up down in their corner. 1:30 on a rolling clock. Puck is stuck down there. Squirts out now. Chasing after it is Yosef. Puck comes out to the point. Chris steps up, and the puck goes out of play onto the bench. And it's going to result in an offensive zone faceoff. Loudoun's going to have to bring their goalie back out for this. And they do. So empty net there for 30 seconds until the puck went out of play on the bench. And now we're going to be back in their offensive zone. 1:21 to go in the period. Jackson, Langston, Yosef, Ellis, and Riot. Riot taking the draw. And controlled by Loudoun. They're now taken away by the Patriots. Joseph's got it in the corner. Fires it on net. Over to the near side boards. Bounces off the boards. Now posting is Ellis. Ellis hammers a shot. Goes through the slot. Goes over to the far side. Joseph gets that rebound. And now loose puck. Joseph still got it. Lost the puck on the top of the circle. And Loudoun cleared the zone. Chasing after it though Langston. Langston's going to get there first. And not careful with the puck though. We lost it. Now got behind us. And now missed the net on that shot. Now fired out towards the point. And held in by Loudoun. 52 seconds to go. Goes into the high slot. And battling for loose puck here. Comes out of the top of the circle. Now out against the boards. Now still loose puck. And back to an empty net for Loudoun. They have an extra attacker on the ice. They send it into the slot. Joseph's there. Battling for the puck. We have a whistle. Langston for roughing. 38 seconds to go. Patriots are going to be down a man. And Loudoun has an extra attacker. And now White's calling a timeout. So Patriots call a timeout. 38 seconds left. We're in a penalty kill. And Loudoun's down by 1 goal. And this is going to result in a defensive zone faceoff for the Patriots. We'll see what Loudoun comes out with here. I have a feeling they're going to keep the extra attacker. strategizing going on right now on both benches. Okay. To kill the penalty is Riot, Z, William, and Chris. If we're not putting everybody in front of the goal, in front of the net, we made a mistake here. I don't know what we're doing, but we don't have anybody in the slot. We got William in the slot. Okay. And controlled by Patriots, but lost the puck. Now dumped in deep by Loudoun. Riot gets there, fires it high off the board. It's going to clear the zone. And it does. Offsides is the call. 27 seconds left. And this should go to the other blue line. We're saying right at this blue line. Loudoun's offside. We're still shorthanded for another rest of the game, basically. 27 seconds left on the clock. And controlled by Patriots. Got it. And Z's stymied right at the red line, though. It comes back towards our blue line. Chris fires it up. Now loose puck at the red line. Chip back in deep. Now loose puck. 18 seconds. Loudoun sends it over here to the near side. And now crosses the red line. Now enters the zone. Williams there and pokes it back towards the blue line. Now clears it out. Loudoun's offside. 10 seconds left. And they got a player that fell down. There's no way they're going to get back onside. 4.1 seconds left in the period. We'll see where this faceoff comes. I think it's going to come to the other blue line. The player was on the ice. I was saying that, I don't know about this call, but 4.1 seconds. It's coming to center ice. That makes more sense to me because the kid was in the circle on the ice. Okay, Riot's taking the draw. Z, Chris, and William. And controlled by Loudoun. Loudoun charges him, though, takes a shot. Didn't have much on it. It's going to miss the net, and that'll be the end of the game. Patriots have their first win of the season. And they bum rush Henry, rightfully so. What a finish to that game. And Patriots finally put one in the W column. The lineup for the handshake at the end. Well, it was a very exciting hockey game and a good outcome for the Patriots. Hey, we got a game tomorrow evening. I'll be live streaming that. Keep your eyes open for that link. I'll be sending that out tonight. And thanks for tuning in and watching out here.